So,
Yes.
Mr. Rao,
Yeah.
thank you very much
Yeah, you
for coming to Auroville Radio and giving us some of your precious time.
Well, thank you very much. Auroville Radio is one of the important in the country. Auroville has its specific position in the country, and more so when you talk about the environment, the Puducherry state and the contribution that the radio is making in making people aware has a special significance. That's why I thought that I should be here on time
Very kind
to
of
with you.
You were on time.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask you a little bit about yourself. You founded the Center of Media Studies. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that was more than 30 years ago. When I did my PhD, we thought that with the radio and television going around the country, nook and the corner of the country, we should be able to develop faster and more equitable society we will be able to build. But that has not happened. So I thought there is a missing link in the country. That is the participation of people, the awareness, not merely awareness, but the enthusiasm to take part in various developmental endeavors and the concern for the effects of governmental programs. Because not all of them, they seem to be development, but the development is a little topsy-turvy. So we thought that there is a need for a research-based advocacy, not merely advocacy without basic hard facts, analysis of why certain things happen in the country the way they are happening. So that's why we started this Center for Media Studies, and we have very young, enthusiastic researchers, social scientists, demographers, economists. We have a combination of specialists with us.
Do they help in policy making?
Well, yes, we do contribute to a great extent in policy making. I can give you an example for the girls dropout in the country. It was the research that I did in 1982 in Madhya Pradesh. The study was why the girls were dropping out was the study. But when I brought out that the toilet is a very important thing, people laughed at me. It took 7 years to go that message from Baroda, where I did the research, to travel to New Delhi, policy people. But once the policy people adopted it, it didn't get implemented. It took another 10 years.
Oh my God.
Thereafter.
17 years.
So 17 years we lost for a simple common sense initiative. You don't need research actually.
Tragic, isn't it?
Yes, that's exactly. So that's one example to give you. Then I can give you several other examples in terms of the radio and television policies, how they are imported models. The kind of content model that we are following television, had we really adopted the model that this country needed from bottom-up model, that the community radio is now taken up more recently in the country, we would have gained 20 years ahead. So we are 20 years behind in that process. So we have not been able to make use of instruments that we have created for the purpose they have been created, because of this missing link of people. There are people who are in need of certain things. There are people who want to provide, but they're not able to reach the right type of people. So the family planning or population policy is another example where we did a lot of work there and brought out how to target or how to reach out the real people who really need the delivery of not merely the messages but the services. Message alone is not enough. Services are as important or more important. Only then people can adopt to new lifestyles. The lifestyle is more important.